Hello friends, this is Dr. Pankaj Kumar, your mentor, and in this session we will be talking about regulation of male reproductive system, right? Now the first question is that how regulation is exercised. Of course, the regulation is going to exercise with the help of hormone only, right? So there are a combination of hormones, for instance like GnRH, that is gonadotropin releasing hormone, then LH luteinizing hormone, FSH the follicle stimulating hormone, right? So by the interplay of all these things, the entire regulation is going to be exercised. So we can divide regulation in two parts, what we call positive feedback and negative feedback. Okay, so one by one, let's try to understand that what exactly is a positive feedback and what exactly is a negative feedback. So have a look at the diagram first of all. You see, suppose there is a level of testosterone in blood decreases. So the moment it decreases, what happens? It stimulates the hypothalamus for the secretion of GnRH. Okay. Now this GnRH, what it does? It excites the pituitary hormone to secrete two hormones, what we call LH and FSH. Okay. So what LH does? LH promotes Leydig cells or interstitial cells for the formation of testosterone. You know very well, testosterone is a male hormone. Okay. Similarly, the FSH enter into testes, and within the testes it enters into Sertoli cells, right? And it promotes the very process of spermatogenesis. As a result, more and more sperm will be formed. Okay. So this is how, by the positive control, what happens? That the two things are happening. By the very process of spermatogenesis, the sperm count is increasing, and by the activity of the Leydig cells, the testosterone is increasing. Okay. So naturally, one situation will come when the amount of testosterone is very high and the sperm count is very high, right? So when it crosses certain limit or threshold limit, then the negative feedback starts. Okay. So have a look. So what happens? The elevated level of testosterone in blood, that is going to inhibit the secretion of GnRH. So once GnRH is inhibited, what will happen? LH and FSH is not going to be secreted, right? And at the same time, high sperm count induces Sertoli cell to synthesize another hormone, what we call inhibin, right? And inhibin inhibits the secretion of GnRH as well as the LH. So there are two ways that the negative feedback is going to be exercised. One, that higher level of testosterone that is going to inhibit the hypothalamus, inhibiting the secretion of GnRH. And the second is that high sperm count is going to affect the Sertoli cells. Okay, so that's why they will secrete inhibin, and inhibin is going to inhibits the very secretion of GnRH as well as the LH. So thereby it comes under the negative feedback. So this is how the very formation of sperm is actually being regulated, right? Before we conclude, let's discuss few terms. For instance, the release of the sperm from Sertoli cells is actually known as spermiation. Okay. The release of sperm from testes is actually known as semination. Then the release of sperms from male body is known as ejaculation. And the release of a sperm into female body is known as insemination. Similar sounding terms, many times in competitive exams asked. Simple, right? So that is all what I have to discuss as far as this session is concerned. Okay, thank you.